My name is Rosie Pannett. I'm lead practitioner in English at Peacehaven Community School, and this is one way that I teach poetry. What we're going to do today, we are going to be using our auditory and visual skills to interpret a poem. Visual means seeing. What does auditory mean?
Listening and speaking.
If you're using your auditory skills, you are listening. Now, hopefully you're using those in every lesson, because you listen to me and I say listen to each other. But today you're going to be using your auditory skills extra specially. The poem I've used today is Storm in the Black Forest by D.H. Lawrence. On the surface, it's got a very obvious meaning. It is about a storm. I was really interested to see whether my students could pick out a deeper meaning in it, whether they could come up with their own interpretations about what the poem could also be about. On your mini whiteboards, you've got one between two, but you should have a pen each. I want you to write a definition of the word storm. We start off with mini whiteboards and I give the students a word from the title of the poem to define. They come up with a definition for it. Then we talk about connotations of that word. So they've got a big idea bank before we go into the poem. Can you tell me what you got, Lauren?
I've got a storm is an extreme type of bad weather.
That's good. Staying with that, can you now write down on your mini whiteboards connotations of the word storm? What do you associate with storm? What do you feel when you think about a storm?
Quite scary.
Okay.
It's like really noisy and loud and stuff.
Okay, lovely. Try to remember those ideas as we move on. What I'm going to do now, you're going to need a pencil. You're going to do some lovely drawing for me now. After that, I will read the poem to them 4 or 5 or 6 times, however many times they need it. And whilst I'm doing that, they will be drawing on A3 paper what they're hearing. Now it is almost night. From the bronzy soft sky, jugful after jugful of pure white liquid fire, bright white tipples over and spills down and is gone, and gold bronze flutters bent through the thick upper air. And as the electric liquid pours out, sometimes a still brighter white snake wriggles among it, spilled and tumbling, wriggling down the sky. And then the heavens cackle with uncouth sounds. And the rain won't come. The rain refuses to come. If you would like to come and get some colours to make your pictures look beautiful, then I'll give you another 3 minutes just to finish up on those so that I can put them up for display. When we've done that, I show them the poem so they can see it, and then they write their own interpretation of the poem. I think the poem is about because it's obviously about a storm, but I want you to see if you can come up with a secondary meaning of what it could be about. We talked about some emotions to do with storms. Is there another message in this poem?
I don't think it sounds that violent because of some of the words that they've used, like how the electric liquid pours out and things like that. It sounds quite calming.
Students worry that there's only one interpretation of a poem, and they can get quite anxious about the answers that they give. By using this method, they can see that there are lots of different interpretations from a poem, and I think it gives them confidence in developing their own interpretations.
I think the poem could be about someone who feels like the world's going against them and they feel like they thought they knew what was going to happen through the phrase something man is supposed to have mastered.
Other teachers should use this lesson because it is so simple to do. All you need is a piece of A3 paper and a pencil, a copy of the poem. The students do all the thinking, and you can choose whichever poem you want.